Welcome back to talkSPORT NFL. And look, this coming weekend, live on talkSPORT 2, 6 p.m., Jacksonville Jaguars against the Houston Texans. Absolutely huge game for these two teams. The Texans having fallen to 0-2. The Jags, after that loss to the Bengals last week, looking to get back on track with a first win in the division this season. I'm delighted to say that joining us ahead of this game, practically a friend of the show at this point, the brilliant linebacker of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Foye Oluokun. How are you doing, sir?
Doing well. I'm just excited to get back on the field, get another crack at it. Obviously, we lost last week, but get back on the win column against a good divisional team.
What's been the assessment of the season so far going into week 3? How is the feeling in the camp?
It's been good, encouraging. I keep saying. Obviously, we let one slip, but when we're doing things right, we see how good we can be and how good it looks. So, want to just keep building off of that and keep improving all the way through the year. But it started off with encouraging things. So let's take the good and make it better.
Love that. I want to talk about the defense this year already, an impressive start. But first of all, let me ask about Anthony Campanile, because brand new to the organization, coming over from Green Bay. What can you tell us about him, what he values, what he's brought to the organization so far this
It's a
year?
good energy and a dominating mindset. He's not satisfied until it's perfect and it looks perfect. So, and his look perfect ain't about like always being in the right spots. It's about the physicality and being able to knock people back and finishing on plays, getting the ball. Really a dominating mindset. So it's kind of like we're always pushed to be dominant, and he's not really satisfied until it looks like that. So I love it because I think you take the personality of your coach a little bit, the head guy, whoever's pushing y'all, so it kind of rubs off on all of us, and we're trying to all get there.
On that kind of idea of domination, last year there was so much kind of conversation about you guys' pass defense, right? Only 6 interceptions over the course of the year. Already through 2 games this year, 5 picks, a forced fumble as well. What do you guys put that down to, the turnovers suddenly taking? I mean, you're leading the NFL right now in that
Yeah, it's a
category.
good start. We know that we want to keep doing it though, so it's a mindset about thinking about how to get the ball. We've drilled it a lot in OTAs, but in terms of the pass game and interceptions, it's about communication and trust about where you're supposed to be, and the little things within a play. Talking about like rerouting, maybe the pass rush, maybe the pass offs within crossing routes or chip out routes and all that stuff. Just being where we're supposed to be at and anticipating what plays could come off of a formation and knowing that my guy sees what I see. Let me be where I'm supposed to be at.
That kind of switch to the more zone heavy approach that Caminilo kind of brings in. Do you enjoy that idea that you get to watch downfield, see what a quarterback's doing, follow his eyes, and get to react to a play a bit more and maybe try and make a play on the ball more?
Yeah, I definitely like that. It's it's different parts of the game where you might need to match it with your eyes, not being able to see the ball, just making sure that you're on your guy. But there's also definitely parts of the game where you need to be able to see what the quarterback's doing and kind of be able to break or bait a quarterback into thinking something's open so you can get the ball back. So I definitely love the kind of mix of coverages that we have and being able to implement them at the right time in the game.
And like you say, nice mix of coverages. And from what I've seen from kind of snap counts and I just got around to watching some of the All 22 from you guys today, feels like a lot more kind of dime, a lot more kind of it's you as the sole linebacker on the field. Quite a lot of the time, it feels like. How are you enjoying kind of your slightly changed role from last year?
I like being on the field. I can't lie to you. I'm not really a guy who cares about how I'm being used. I want to be the right player for whoever my coach is for real. So obviously, I like the success that I'm having this year so far, but it's just a start. I'm trying to get better at what my coach needs from me. So whatever is asked of me, I'm trying to always get better at. So this year, when we do win on first and second down, we're able to go dime more, and I want to be a good dime backer for my coach. And last year, whatever, I think I played will a little bit more. I wanted to be the perfect will for my coach, but I think that'll just being versatile kind of helped me out in this league a lot. I know that whatever the team needs from me, I'm always trying to excel at, and I think it's always an important mindset to have.
You mentioned kind of that idea of the multiplicity of having to do the different roles. We also saw you getting involved in the pass rush game this past weekend, getting involved on the sack of Joe Burrow. That was a bit of fun,
I
right?
was That's fun. That's definitely fun. I just like being productive out there, really, and we drilled a lot of things in the off season, but it's really like I said earlier, everybody doing their part. I was able to be like kind of a contained player, and they said the ball gets flushed out to you. That's where I go make my play. So think Dewey missed a tackle a little bit, and I was like, "Ooh, now it's my time to shine." I went and cleaned up the play there. Little effort, second rush there, but I was happy that I got my name in the paper for a sack.
Love that. Look, from your perspective as well, a couple of guys who have come in on the back end, Jordan Lewis, Eric Murray. I watched a press conference with Coach Campanile when he talked about, yeah, great players, but for him, great communicators as well. And you've already used that phrase, the idea of the communication on the back end of the passing off, of the making sure that you guys are keeping smart as the play develops. So has that been a big change this year? Have you felt the communication levels have taken a step up?
Oh yes, I mean, I don't think the defense works without communication. And we talk about how communication leads to anticipation. But I just like the fact that the work that we put in throughout the whole offseason and even now going into the season, week to week, we got guys who want to meet, make sure we're seeing the same stuff. And I think that builds to our camaraderie, but that also builds to like what we can anticipate hearing in the game and how I know my guys seeing the same thing I'm seeing so we can all be in the right spots. But it's been exciting working with Jordan and Eric, and everybody's kind of falling in line because they want to duplicate that success across the defense, and we just want to play fast and see everybody succeed. So it's been fun, and Dewey as well back there, great communicator. So it's been fun working with them so far.
Love that. And obviously the other new guy in the mix is Travis Hunter. With the knock that Jarian took this weekend, I don't know if that was related, whether the game plan was for him to play as many defensive snaps as he did play, but he was on the field a lot, pass breakup, a couple of big tackles in the game as well. Obviously, the penalty, we can discuss whether that was a penalty or not, felt a little soft to me. I'm not just saying that because I'm on with you, but what have you made of the fact that, he's playing 43 snaps on defense, 42 on offense in a game, 85 total? Like, what have you seen from him that kind of still is blowing my mind?
No, it's really cool what he's able to do, and the encouraging thing is that he's so excited to just be out there no matter what. You throw him in at different parts of the game, he's just boom, excited to be out there playing. So, and he's so competitive every down. So I love seeing that, and just what he's able to retain going from offense to defense is really, really cool to see as well. Because you got a lot of schemes on offense, I'm sure, with all those play calls and snap counts and all that. You come on defense, and he seems like he doesn't miss a beat, kind of going through extra coaching and stuff on the side during like special teams periods. But just being able to do that at such a young age too is really, really cool to see. And hopefully just keep building on that and just be able to be a playmaker on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, because I think people focus on what an astonishing athletic thing it is, and it is obviously astonishing. Like, he moves as a receiver, he moves like a corner. As a corner, it's like an amazing thing to watch. But I can't get over the football side of it. The guy coming into a team and in the process of 5 months processing 2 playbooks essentially, and playing that many snaps. It's the smarts that really have amazed me.
Right. That's kind of the mental capacity of it is what I'm really impressed with as well.
Let me ask about, we talked about communication. Big talking point around the team this week has been the relationship between Trevor Lawrence and Liam Coen, and whether or not there was some kind of a breakdown of communication during the game this weekend. Coach Coen getting fired up on the sideline. Just talk to us as a guy who sees them every day and who works on the other side of the field and goes up against them when the ones go up against the ones. What have you seen from their relationship and how that's developed in the kind of 5-6 months since this thing started?
I think it's a healthy relationship. A coach is supposed to push his player and get the best out of his players. It'd be weird if guy just lets a player does what he wants, especially a developing player. Trevor wants to get better. We all want to see Trevor get better, and coach is trying to get better. It's his first time being a head coach, so obviously there's ways in his methods that he's going to have to learn his players and stuff. But it seems encouraging that they're both want to both get better and lead us to win. So I love the fact that they kind of, I wouldn't even say butt heads, they just want to win. So they're learning each other, and Trevor's playing better. So that's what I'm happy about seeing. I don't really care about what people perceive their relationship to be. I think they have a great, healthy relationship. That's a growth mindset between the both of them. So I'm excited for it.
And just on that, from what have you seen from Trevor's development this year? Like, what excites you about what he has done so far?
Yeah, it seems like he's I'm not on the offense at all, but the checks and stuff, it seems like everybody's on the same page. It seems like he knows where to go with the ball a little bit better, making good throws and stuff. I mean, when his confidence is skyrocketed, we saw it growing all the way through OTAs and stuff. Now he's making tight window throws and throwing the ball, on places where I feel like he might have double hitched it a little bit, maybe last year. So I'm just excited to see him keep growing as a player and as a person and as a leader as well, and see where our team goes with it. I've been excited for what I've seen so far.
And look, Texans on Sunday, first divisional matchup of the year for you guys. Always, obviously, a one you circle on the calendar when they come up. It will be huge in an AFC South, which right now I think looks topsy-turvy from what a lot of people expected going into the season. So from what you've seen on film and what you've seen from the kind of the struggles they've had on offense so far, is there a feeling in the building that, like, this is a good time to be playing them?
I think they're very, very able on offense. They just got to get on time in a little bit. So I think for us, it's making sure that they don't figure it out against us. I'm never going to over or underestimate an opponent just because they had a bad game or maybe statistically, but I see what they can do and the players that they do have. So obviously, you got to bring your best every game if you want to win in this league. I think they're very motivated to get in the win column. So, you can kind of see it that way too. Like that might be a very dangerous team. So we have to be on our P's and Q's and be ready to play on Sunday if we want to win.
But huge for your season if you guys can get in the divisional win column.
Yes, indeed. I think I want to stay ahead of the win loss record the whole season. So I think just getting this win, getting back in the win column is very important, and then being a divisional win, having a team in the division lose while we win, that's doubly important. So let's do that and take care of what we need to take care of.
Love that look for you. We really appreciate your time, sir. You've got a hell of a slate of games coming up over the next 4 or 5 weeks, so we wish you the best of luck and hope that, like you say, you're still staying ahead of that win-loss record by the time you get to London for the Rams in mid-October. So if not before, we'll see you then, sir.
All right. Appreciate you having me.